Fans, we welcome you to the Tomato Bowl in Jacksonville, Texas, where tonight we have a 4A Division I Region III final matchup between the Carthage Bulldogs and the Midlothian Heritage Jaguars. Thank you for tuning in here on TexanLive.com. I'm Gavin Moritz. For Carthage, they come in at a perfect 13-0 on the 2019 campaign led by head coach Scott Surratt. The Bulldogs have scored 537 points, allowed 140, and are averaging 41 points scored per game. For Midlothian Heritage, the Jaguars come in at 9-4 on the season under the direction of head coach Lee Wigginton. Heritage has scored 486 points on the year, allowing 340 and averaging 37 points per game. These two teams met last year in the postseason on November 30th, with Carthage winning 50-49 in an overtime thriller. The winner of this game will advance to the state semifinals to play the winner of Lampasas and Liberty Hill, with that game being played tomorrow at 2 p.m. Carthage will be in solid red, while Heritage is wearing all white. Captains at midfield for the coin toss. And Carthage wins the opening toss and elects to receive. Heritage will kick. Ball will be teed up near hash mark at the 40-yard line. Heritage will kick it away. Back deep to return for Carthage are Anthony Wilson and Braden Wade. Kicking it off for the Jaguars will be number 43, Hayden Riggins, the senior. Riggins kick. Short kick, it'll be picked up at the 30-yard line by the Bulldogs. On the return, up across the 40-yard line and met at the 41. On the return goes Cavante Brown-Hoskins. And Carthage will start good field position. First and 10 at their own 41-yard line. Leading the offense out at quarterback will be number 12, the junior, 6'4", 220 pounds, Kai Horton. Empty backfield for Horton. He'll line up in the shotgun on the first play from scrimmage. Trips to his right, two receivers to his left to the near side. Horton takes a snap, looking to throw on the first play. Fires, passes high but caught. Over the middle, spinning free. Across the 40-yard line, still going down to the 30. On the first play, a connection to Braden Wade, the sophomore receiver. Good enough for a Carthage first down. Ball placed down exactly at the 30-yard line, far hash mark. Carthage with a first and 10, 11:35 in, counting left here in this opening quarter. Bunch trips to the right, one receiver to the left. Man in motion, single back set for Horton. Handoff, plunging forward, met shy of the 25, up to about the 27 on the carry. Goes Mason Courtney, the junior tailback. On the tackle was Noah Gray, the middle linebacker for Heritage. Second down and 7 from the 26 officially for Carthage. Three receiver set, two to the left, one to the right. Horton in the shotgun. Courtney to his left. Man in motion from the left to the right. Horton takes a snap, looking to throw. Horton fires. Pass is high and incomplete along the near sideline. Intended target was the senior receiver, number 7, Kel Williams. And that'll bring up a third down and 7 for Carthage. 10:42 left to play here in the first quarter. Kai Horton will get the play call on 3rd and 7. Shotgun set. Split backfield, 2 receivers to the near side. Horton takes a snap, play fake, looking to throw. Fires over the middle. Pass is caught. And getting dragged down to the 15-yard line. And picking up the first down on the reception, Kelvontae Dixon, the senior wide receiver. Needed 7, got 11. It'll be 1st and 10 Carthage at the Heritage 15-yard line, 10:20 and counting left in the quarter. Kai Horton will line up under center. Single back set, 1 receiver to the far side. Horton, man in motion from the right to the left. Handoff on the jet sweep. On the carry is Kelvontae Dixon inside the 10, Dixon inside the 5, he'll reach to the pylon. And it looks like they're gonna mark him out of bounds. Now it appears we have a penalty on the field going against Carthage. Holding is the call against number 45, the fullback, Brandon McNeely. So backing up to a 1st and 15 from the 20. Trips to the right, Horton in the gun. Horton will look for more play calls from the far sideline. He'll have trips to the right, 1 receiver to the near side to his left, that's Kel Williams. In the tailback to his left will be Mason Courtney. 1st and 15, Horton takes a snap. Horton throws, end zone, incomplete. Intended target was Kelvontae Dixon. 9:51 left to play here in the opening quarter. Clock will stop due to the incompletion. And it'll be 2nd and 15 from the 20 for the Carthage Bulldogs. Ball placed near hash mark. Horton will break the huddle on 2nd down and 15 from the Heritage 20-yard line. Strong pistol set, 2 receivers to the right. Man in motion out of the backfield. Horton takes a snap, looking to throw, dumps it off, passes caught in the flat. And tackled after a gain of a yard, maybe 2, was Kelvontae Dixon. It's a gain of 2 officially to the 18-yard line. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 13 yards for Carthage. 9:20 and counting left here in the opening quarter. Ball's placed far hash mark. 13 yards to go for the first down. Horton will have 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. In the shotgun is Horton, and we have a timeout called by Carthage. First charge timeout for the Bulldogs. 9:06 left to play here in the opening quarter. It'll be 3rd and 13 when we come back here on TexanLive.com. Back and ready to resume play here on TexanLive.com. Gavin Moritz joining you from the Tomato Bowl in Jacksonville. 3rd down and 13 from the Heritage 18-yard line here on the opening drive for Carthage. 9:06 left to play in the quarter. Trips to the left, 2 receivers to the right of Kai Horton, the junior quarterback. He'll line up in the shotgun. Empty backfield, Horton looking to throw on 3rd down. Horton throws, pass is going to be incomplete off the hands of his intended target to the near side. He was looking for Craig McNew. 4th and 13 coming up for Carthage. And it appears Coach Surratt will elect to go for it on 4th and 13 from the 18-yard line. Trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right of Kai Horton. He's in the shotgun. Horton goes with the hard count. He'll look to the sideline for more signals. Horton will give the signals to his offensive line. 9:01 on the clock here in the opening quarter. Horton takes a snap. Horton looking to throw. Under pressure, rolling to the near side. Horton throws, end zone, caught, touchdown Carthage. On the touchdown catch, Braden Wade. And the Bulldogs go up 6-0. On 4th and 13 from the 18, Kai Horton rolls to the left and connects with the sophomore Braden Wade in the end zone to put Carthage up 6-0. PAT unit on the field. Brennan Phillips' extra point is up and good, and it's 7-0 Carthage. 8:53 left to play here in the opening quarter. We'll take a commercial break. You're listening and watching to TexanLive.com. Back and ready to resume play here on TexanLive.com. Gavin Moritz joining you from the Tomato Bowl in Jacksonville. 7-0 Carthage after the Bulldogs scored on their opening drive on a connection from Horton to Wade. 8:53 on the clock here in the first quarter. Kickoff. Center hash from the 40 is up and away. High end over end kick fielded at the 26-yard line. Return up across the 35. On the return was Dalen Rader, junior wide receiver for the Jaguars. And Heritage will start 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line. Leading the offense out onto the field at quarterback will be the senior number 6, Cade Sumbler. Split backfield for Sumbler. He's in the shotgun, 3 receivers out wide. Man in motion out of the backfield, Sumbler, play fake looking to throw. Rolling, Sumbler gets out of a sack somehow, rolling back the other way. Fires, pass is incomplete, and flags fly in from every direction. Intended receiver was Dalen Rader. As we wait for word on the laundry down on the field. And the call will go against Carthage. Move the Jaguars up to the 49-yard line, a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10. Sumbler in the gun, trips to the left, one receiver to his right. Sumbler looking to throw. Pass is caught along the far sideline and ducking out of bounds after making the catch. Goes number 8, Jay Wilkerson. Gain of a couple to about the 48, maybe the 47. 34 left to play here in the quarter. 2nd down and 7 coming up for the Jaguars. Ball placed at the Carthage 48-yard line. Sumbler will line up in the shotgun. 2 receivers stacked to either side. Handoff. First running play for Heritage. We'll move them up to about the 44, maybe the 43 on the carry. The junior tailback number 2, Cullen Stone. He'll be about a yard or 2 shy of the 1st down marker to the 43-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 2 for the Heritage Jaguars. As Cade Sumbler will get the play call from the near sideline. 7:55 on the clock and counting here in this opening quarter. Strong pistol set for Sumbler. 3rd and 2. Quarterback draw play. Sumbler is met immediately in the backfield. Carthage holds on 3rd and 2. Credit the tackle to the nose tackle number 56, Kylan Lister. Officially a loss of 2 back to the 45-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 4 for Heritage. And we'll see what head coach Lee Wigginton elects to do here. Summerall will stay in the game at quarterback. 4 receivers out wide, 2 to either side. Man in motion into the backfield. Sumler looking to throw. Fires over the middle. Pass is tipped in the air and incomplete. And a turnover on downs. Carthage takes over. On 3rd and 2, the Carthage defense holds, forces a loss of 2, back it up to a 4th and 4 from the 45, and then an incomplete pass forces the turnover on downs. Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line. 7:01 left to play here in the first quarter. And it'll be Kai Horton coming back out to lead the Carthage offense as he motions the offense around. 1 receiver to either side, under center, single back set. Man in motion into the backfield is Dixon. Horton fakes on the toss play, handoff to Mason Courtney, who finds running room. Courtney down the far sideline, inside the 20, 15, and he's dragged out of bounds near the 10-yard line. Mark him out at the 11. Good enough, more than good enough for a Carthage first down. Into the red zone once again, go the Bulldogs. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the Heritage 11-yard line for Carthage. Pistol set for Horton. Man in motion from the left to the right. 1 receiver to either side. Horton takes a snap. Handoff, Mason Courtney. And Courtney will be brought down at the 5. Called a gain of 6. They need to get to the 1 for a 1st and goal. Six and a half minutes now and counting left here in this first quarter. 2nd and 4 from the 5-yard line. 2 receivers to the left. Horton under center, single back set. Man in motion. Horton will hand it off. And stuffed at the 4-yard line is Mason Courtney, the junior running back. And that'll take us down to the 6-minute mark and counting left in the first. From the 4-yard line, it'll be 3rd down and 3 yards to go. Kai Horton breaks the huddle. He'll line up under center. Man in motion. Handoff. Mason Courtney will be stuffed at the 4-yard line. Back to the line of scrimmage. Making the tackle for Heritage was credit to number 79, Nathan Stephens. So 4th down and 3 from the 4-yard line, and Carthage will go for it. Under center is Horton, single back behind him, 3 receivers out wide. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. And it looks like Carthage is going to burn their 2nd charge timeout here in the first half. It'll be 4th and 3 from the 4-yard line for the Carthage offense. 4:46 left to play here in the opening quarter. We'll be back here on TexanLive.com. 4th and 3 from the 4-yard line for Carthage. Kai Horton under center. I formation. 2 receivers out wide, 1 to either side. Pitch play. Kelvonte Dixon will look to throw. Dixon will tuck it in and run. He'll power towards the goal line. Touchdown, Carthage. On 4th and 3 from the 4-yard line, Kelvonte Dixon punches it in. And it's 13-0 Bulldogs. Extra point unit will come on for Carthage. 4:39 left to play here in the first quarter. Brennan Phillips will come on to kick the PAT. Snap down. Extra point from Phillips is up And good, and it's 14-0 Carthage. 4:39 left to play here in the first. You're listening and watching at TexanLive.com. Back and ready to resume play here on TexanLive.com. Gavin Moritz joining you from the Tomato Bowl in Jacksonville. 4:39 on the clock here in the first quarter. It's 14-0 Carthage Bulldogs. And Brendan Phillips will come on to kick it away center hash from the 40. Phillips' kick will bounce into the end zone for a touchback. And the Heritage offense will take the field down by 2 possessions here in the first quarter. It'll be 1st and 10 Jaguars from their own 25-yard line. And we'll see Cade Sumbler come back out to lead the offense at quarterback. Sumbler will line up in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to his right. Sumbler hands it off, plunging forward up the gut to the 27. On the carry goes Cullen Stone. Credit the tackle to the outside linebacker number 8, Cole Whitlock, for the Carthage defense. 4:15 in counting here in the quarter. Sumbler in the gun, trips to the near side, 1 receiver to the far. Sumbler takes a snap, play fake, looking to throw. He'll tuck and run. Sumbler will run to the far side. Flag is down, and Sumbler will duck out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Flag thrown back at the 30. And holding is the call against Heritage. So they'll back up the Jaguars to the 20-yard line. Ball be placed far hash mark. And it'll be 2nd down and 15 for Cade Sumbler and his Heritage offense. 4 receivers out wide, 2 to either side. Sumbler in the gun. Sumbler looking to throw, fires, passes caught and crushed at the 25-yard line. After making the reception was Dalen Rader. Jai Brager making the tackle for Carthage. It'll be 3rd down and 9 yards to go from the 26-yard line. 3:10 in counting left in the quarter. Sumbler in the gun, 4 receivers out wide. Sumbler looking to throw, under pressure, rolling. Sumbler evading pressure, looking to throw. Heaves it, jump ball. Picked off by Carthage. At the 46-yard line. Coming up with the interception, DeAndre Bowman. And the Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line. 2:50 left in the first. And we'll see Kai Horton come back out for drive number 3. Carthage has gone 2 drives, 2 touchdowns on their first 2 possessions. Man in motion is Dixon. He's in the slot to the left. Now motioned over to the right side. Horton. Play fake on the jet sweep, looking to throw. Pass is caught inside the 45 and dragged down. Tackled by the shoestrings. Goes Craig McNew. And there's a penalty flag down at about the 47-yard line. It looks like it's going to be an ineligible receiver down the field. Eligible receiver downfield is the call against Carthage. To back them up to their own 41. First down and 15. Trips to the right, one receiver to the near side. Kai Horton in the shotgun. He'll motion Mason Courtney over to his right. Horton will look to the far sideline for more signals. 2:20 and counting left here in the first. Horton. Handoff. Mason Courtney will make it back to the line of scrimmage, maybe gaining a yard to the 42. We'll wait on the spot. He made it up to the 42-yard line. It'll be second down and 14 for the Bulldogs, as we're down to 1:45 and counting left here in this opening quarter. Kai Horton will break the huddle. Two receivers to the near side, one receiver to his right. In the pistol, Dixon in motion. Horton looking to throw. Dumps it off on the screen, pass is caught. Jaden Thomas finding running room. Thomas dragged down to the 28-yard line. Good enough for another Carthage first down. The senior running back, Jaden Thomas, on the reception on the screen play. Gets it all the way deep into Heritage territory to the Jaguar 28. 1:10 and counting left here in the first quarter. First and 10, Carthage. Two receivers to the left, one receiver to the right for Horton. He's in the shotgun. Horton. Heritage showing blitz. Play fake. Pass is caught by Dixon. Dixon will run to the near side and he'll extend forward to the 23. Called a gain of roughly 5. 45 seconds and counting as the opening quarter draws to a close. At the 24-yard line, Kai Horton in the gun. Three receiver set. Horton, play fake, rolling to the right, looking to throw. Horton steps up in the pocket, evades pressure, and then he's brought down for the sack. Back at the 26-yard line. Credit the sack for the Jaguars, number 21, D'Angelo Freeman, the junior defensive end. And that should end the first quarter. Clock will hit 0, and after one complete your score, Carthage 14, Midlothian Heritage 0. Stay tuned. We'll come back for the second quarter and more here on TexanLive.com. Back and ready to resume play here on TexanLive.com. Start of the second quarter. It's third down and 8 for Carthage. Horton looking to throw, fires down the field. It's going to be caught inside the 10-yard line. Flag was thrown at the snap. Penalty will go against the Bulldogs.
4 hours later, I get a text from Kevin. Said, hey, making my announcement tomorrow. At the end of the message, you can come up and say what you need to say afterwards and pray for the offering, and we'll dismiss. And I just said, okay. Obviously, you know, I've had to come back off sabbatical early because of this.
So back up the Bulldogs to a third down and 13 yards to go from the 31-yard line.
Sunday morning in church, we have 2 services. Between services, I didn't talk to us. I got to do my business. After the second service, I went to him and said, hey, since you didn't respond on a text yesterday, you and I are going to have face-to-face.
Horton will get more signals from the far sideline on 3rd and 13. Trips to the near side to the right of Horton, one receiver to his left. Tailback is Mason Courtney. Horton looking to throw on 3rd and long. Under pressure. Hit from behind. He'll hold on to the football, but go down for the sack. Getting back there once again was D'Angelo Freeman. for sack number 2. Fourth and long coming up for Carthage.
So they text me, said Kevin just pulled in, said he's going to be back in his office. I leave, come straight to the office. This is yesterday morning. And I walk in, he comes down the hallway,
So it'll be 4th down and 15. Horton will quick punt it away. Ball rolled down inside the 10-yard line with a Carthage bounce to the 7-yard line. That's where Heritage will start. 1st and 10 inside their own 10-yard line. 11:02 left to play until halftime. We'll see number 6, the senior Cade Sumbler, lead the Jaguar offense back out onto the field. They trail by 2 possessions. 1st and 10 from their own 7. 3 receiver set, Sumbler in the gun, man in motion from the left to the right. Sumbler looking to throw. Pass is caught along the far side, still going on his feet. Down to about the 18-yard line on the reception, Dalen Rader. They mark him down at the 19. Called a gain of 12 and another 1st down picked up for the Jaguars. 4 receiver set. Now 3 as a man is motioned into the backfield. Sumbler takes the snap. Handoff running right side. On the carry was Latre Miller. Up to the 23. Call it a gain of 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Jaguars. Shotgun set for Sumbler. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. Sumbler will keep himself off the play fake. Sumbler spinning his way to the near side, down to the 33. Good enough for another Heritage 1st down.
Pretty impressed. These little corners are covering these guys pretty good.
Down to 9:45 and counting left until halftime. Heritage on the move, trailing by 14. Ball placed at the 33-yard line. 1st down, Jaguars. 4 receiver set, 2 to either side. Sumbler in the gun. Sumbler, play fake. We'll keep it on the draw play. Up to the 37. Call it a gain of 4. As we hit the 9-minute mark and counting left until halftime. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for Heritage. Three receiver set, Sumbler in the gun. Sumbler will hand it off, running to the near side and cut down at the 40. On the carry, Latre Miller, the junior running back. Gain of a couple. It'll be 3rd down and 3 from their own 40-yard line for Midlothian Heritage. 8:10 and counting left until the halftime break. 3rd and 3, Sumbler will line up in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to his left. Sumbler takes a snap, looking to throw. Pump fakes, under pressure, rolling to his right. Sumbler will be brought down for the sack. Rayvon Ingram, the middle linebacker, coming in on the blitz. back all the way to the 34-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 9. Punting unit comes on for Heritage. Down to 7:25 and counting left here in the second quarter. Punt from Raider up and away. It'll be fielded on the bounce at the 28. And returning it up just shy of the 40 to about the 38-yard line goes Craig McNew. 7:11 on the clock. Ball plays to the 39-yard line. Carthage will start 1st and 10 in their own territory. Bulldogs lead it by 14. Kai Horton will come back out to lead the offense for drive number 4. 3 receivers stacked to the near side, 1 to the left of Horton, out wide to the far side. Mason Courtney in the backfield at running back. 1st and 10 from their own 39. Horton, handoff. Mason Courtney running. Courtney will be dragged down right around midfield. It's close to the 1st down, and they'll give it to him. A new set of downs for the Bulldogs. They'll mark him down officially at the 49-yard line, a yard shy of midfield, but a 1st down nonetheless for Carthage. 6:55 and counting. It'll be 2 receivers to the right. Strong eye formation, man in motion. Horton under center. Horton. Toss on the end around play. On the carry is Braden Wade. Finding a seam, Wade will reverse his field down to the 26-yard line. Good enough for a Carthage 1st down as we hit the 6:20 mark and counting left until halftime. Bulldogs on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the Jaguar 26. 3 receiver set, 2 to the right, 1 to the left of Horton. He's under center, single back set. Horton looking to throw. Fires, far side. Incomplete and a flag. He was looking for Kel Williams, the 6'1 senior receiver. Flag thrown near the goal line. With 5:58 remaining here in the 1st half. Pass interference is the call against the Jaguar defense. We'll move the ball up to the 11-yard line, and it'll be a Carthage 1st and 10. Three receiver set, 2 to the near side, 1 to the left of Horton. In the shotgun. From the 11-yard line, 1st and 10, Horton looking to throw. Pass is low and incomplete on the slant route. Looking for Kelvonte Dixon. Dixon already has 1 touchdown to his name here in the 1st half. On the ground. 2nd and 10 coming up for Carthage. Clock down to 5:53 remaining here in quarter number 2. Under center is Horton, man in motion is Dixon. Horton, handoff on the end around play, and stumbling down to about the 6-yard line goes Jaden Thomas. Spot the ball at the 7-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 6 for the Bulldogs. Horton will line up in the gun. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Man in motion from the left to the right. Horton takes a snap, drops back looking to throw. Fires over the middle. Pass is incomplete, broken up at the goal line. And that'll bring up a 4th down and 6 from the 7 for Carthage. And the field goal unit will come on. It'll be Brennan Phillips coming on for his first field goal attempt. He's so far 2 for 2 on extra points. It'll be about a 24-yard field goal up from Phillips, and it is good. 17-0 Carthage. And 5:04 remaining here in the first half at 17-0 Carthage Bulldogs. You're listening and watching to TexanLive.com. Back and ready to resume play here on TexanLive.com. Gavin Moritz joining you from the Tomato Bowl in Jacksonville. 5:04 remaining here in the first half. It's 17-0 Carthage. Kick is up and away. Fielded at the 31-yard line. Fair catch called for by Heritage.
Killed a deer this year? You haven't even hunted?
After the kick from Jonathan Medrano. We'll spot the ball officially at the 32-yard line. And that's what the Jaguars will start, 1st and 10. Cade Sumbler will come back out to lead the offense. 4 receiver set, 2 to either side. Sumbler in the gun. Sumbler will hand it off, running forward to the 40-yard line. On the carry, Latrey Miller. And we're down to 4:45 and counting left here in quarter number 2. Heritage has all 3 timeouts remaining. Carthage has 1 in their back pocket. 2nd down and short from the 40. Sumbler in the gun. 2 receivers stacked to either side, looking to throw. Sumbler rolling under pressure. He'll roll to the near side. Sumbler still looking to throw, and he'll be brought down back at the 37. Credit the sack to Rayvon Ingram, the middle linebacker, coming in on the blitz once again. His 2nd sack here in the first half. Down to 4 minutes and counting. And it'll be 3rd down and 5 from the 37 for Heritage. Trips to the right of Sumbler, 1 receiver to the near side to his left. In the shotgun. Sumbler looking to throw. Fires, pass is caught across the 45-yard line. On the reception, Hayden Wigginton. Good enough for a Jaguar 1st down. To the 47-yard line. Called a gain of 10. Trips to the left. No receivers to the right for Sumbler in the shotgun. 1st and 10, Sumbler play fake looking to throw. Stepping up in the pocket, now rolling. Sumbler heaves it down the near side, incomplete. Looking once again for Wigginton. Mason Bobo was in coverage for the Bulldogs. Down to 3:10 on the clock here in quarter number 2. And it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 47. Jaguars in their own territory. Heritage still looking to get on the scoreboard here in tonight's game. 2 receivers to either side. Sumbler in the gun. Sumbler hit as he throws. Pass is caught across midfield down to the 46. Gain of about 7. It'll bring up 3rd down and 3 for the Jaguars as we approach the 2:45 mark and counting. the senior quarterback, Cade Sumler, will get the play call from the near sideline. Shotgun set, 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Sumler will hand it off, running forward and getting met at the 45, gain of a yard. On the carry goes Cullen Stone. 4th and 2 coming up. 2:15 on the clock and churning. And it appears Heritage, down by 17, will go for it as we hit the 2-minute mark. Trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right of Sumler. Tailback to his left, Sumler. Looking to throw on 4th and 2, pump fake. Rolling to the near side, Sumler. Throws, pass is caught down to the 37-yard line. But a flag is thrown in the backfield. And Carthage seems to think the penalty will go against Heritage. It appears the call is holding against the Jaguars. So the 4th down conversion will be negated. And they'll back the ball up to the 45-yard line. Ten-yard penalty. It'll be 4th down and 12 for Heritage. Backed up 5 yards shy of midfield. Sumler in the gun, 2 receivers to his right, 1 to the near side to his left. Clock is running down to a minute 35. Sumler play fake looking to throw. 4th and 12. Sumler will tuck and run. And he will duck out of bounds near the 1st down marker. We'll see if they give it to him. He made it to the 44. And it'll be close. And it doesn't look like they're going to give it to him. Carthage takes over. Cade Sumler tucked and ran to the near side. On 4th and 12, got 11. Needed to get to the 43 and got to about the 44. So the Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10 in their own territory at their own 44-yard line. A minute and a half exactly on the clock and 1 timeout remaining. We'll see Kai Horton come back out to lead the offense. 1 receiver to the near side to his right, that's Kel Williams, trips to his left. Horton, handoff on the draw play, and going nowhere is Mason Courtney, the junior. Clock will continue to run down to a minute 20 and counting. Horton will get the play call from the sideline as we're down to a minute and 5 seconds. Clock is running. It'll be trips to the left once again, 1 receiver to the right to the near side. That's Kel Williams. Horton looking to throw, 50 seconds on the clock. Horton heaves it down the field. It is incomplete. Nearly picked off at the 10-yard line by the Jaguars. In coverage was the safety Greg Johnson. And we're down to 45 seconds left here in the 1st half. It'll be 3rd down and 10 from their own 44 for Carthage. 1 timeout remaining. Horton will get the play call. Trips to the left to the far side. 1 receiver to the right of Horton to the near side. 45 seconds on the clock. Horton looking to throw on 3rd and 10. And the play is blown dead. And a delay of game penalty called against Carthage. Clock will run down to 42 seconds remaining. Back him up to the 39-yard line, a 5-yard penalty. And now they'll reset the game clock to 45 seconds. It'll be 3rd down and 15 for the Bulldogs. Down to 45 seconds on the clock, 1 timeout remaining, leading by 17. Horton will deliver the play call to his line. 4 receivers set, 2 to either side. 3rd and 15, Horton. Play fake, dumps it off, pass is caught by Kelvontae Dixon on the screen. Dixon up to the 44, back to the original line of scrimmage. Clock will continue to run down to 37 seconds before a timeout is called by Heritage. 37 seconds remaining. It'll be 4th down and 10 for Carthage, and a likely punting situation for the Bulldogs when we come back here on TexanLive.com. .39 seconds remain here in the first half on TexanLive.com. Gavin Moritz joining you from the Tomato Bowl in Jacksonville. It's 17-0 Carthage, but 4th and 10 for the Bulldogs in their own territory in a likely punting situation. One receiver to the right, trips to the left of the junior quarterback, number 12, Kai Horton. Heritage will not send return men back deep, but they appear ready for a punt. Horton looking to throw. The dump it off pass is caught on the screen, and getting blown up at the 40-yard line is Mason Courtney. And the Jaguars force the turnover on downs. Making the tackle was the senior number 36, Connor Jones. Ball placed at the Carthage 40-yard line for Heritage. 34 seconds remain, and 2 timeouts in the back pocket of Jaguar head coach Lee Wigginton. Cade Sumler will come out to lead the offense with 34 seconds remaining here in the first half. 4 receivers set, 2 to either side, Sumler in the gun. Play fake, Sumler throws. Pass is high, but caught down to the 30-yard line. And he should have the first down. They'll mark him at the 29. Clock will stop for the moment at 28 seconds and now resume running down to 25 and counting. Sumler will hurry the offense up, 4 receiver set. In the gun, down to 20 seconds. Sumler looking to throw. Pass is high and incomplete along the near sideline. Intended target was Hayden Wigginton, and we're down to 15 seconds remaining. Jaguars looking to get on the scoreboard before the halftime break. Cade Sumler will get the play call from the near sideline. 15 seconds on the clock. 2nd and 10 from the 29-yard line in Carthage territory. Sumler in the gun, 4 receivers out wide. Sumler, play fake, under pressure, stepping up in the pocket. Throws, pass is caught inside the 10-yard line and out of bounds at the 5 goes Hayden Wigginton. And we're down to 9 seconds remaining. They mark him out exactly at the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for the Heritage Jaguars. Nine seconds remain, 1st and goal from the 5. 2 receivers stacked to either side, Sumler in the gun. Man in motion from the left to the right. Now back to the left, Sumler looking to throw. Rolling to the left, Sumler fires, end zone high and incomplete. 4 seconds remain. He was looking for Jay Wilkerson. So down to 4 seconds. Time for 1, maybe 2 more plays. From the 5-yard line, 2nd and goal. Heritage does have 2 timeouts remaining. And Cade Sumbler will stay on. Heritage will not go field goal. They're going to go for the touchdown. Empty backfield. 2 receivers. Make that 3 to the left, 1 to the right. And Carthage is going to burn their final timeout. 4 seconds remain. We have a Bulldog timeout. And we'll take one with them here on TexanLive.com. Back and ready to resume play here on TexanLive.com. Gavin Moritz joining you from the Tomato Bowl. It's 17-0 Carthage, but Heritage has a 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line with 4 seconds remaining. Jaguars looking to get on the scoreboard. Ball's placed at the far hash mark as Heritage is still in their timeout huddle. The Carthage defense ready to go following the Bulldog timeout. Carthage has no timeouts remaining. Heritage has 2. And we will not see the field goal unit come on once again for the Jaguars. 4 seconds remain. They will go for the touchdown. 1 receiver to the right, trips to the left of Sumbler. In the gun, Sumbler looking to throw. Clock will hit 0. Sumbler rolling to the right, throws end zone. And caught for the touchdown. As time expires here in the first half, Heritage is on the scoreboard. And the extra point unit will come on. Following the touchdown pass from Sumbler. Extra point from Hayden Riggins is up and good. And it's a 10-point game as we hit the halftime break. At halftime, your score, Carthage 17, Heritage 7. Stay tuned for all the halftime festivities here on TexanLive.com. Signing off until the 3rd quarter, I'm Gavin Moritz. Back and ready to resume play here on TexanLive.com. Gavin Moritz joining you from the Tomato Bowl in Jacksonville. The scores to begin the 3rd quarter, Carthage 17, Heritage 7. Carthage will kick it away, center hash from the 40. It'll be number 40, Jonathan Madrano. Madrano's kick up and away. It will be fielded inside the 20 on the bounce, and the return man is taken down immediately. On the return for Heritage was Derwin Sneed. Carthage went up 17-0 in the 2nd quarter, and then Heritage was able to score just before halftime on the last play of the 2nd quarter on a touchdown pass from Cade Sumbler to Jay Wilkerson. And now we'll see Cade Sumbler lead the offense back out onto the field to begin the 2nd half. 1st and 10 from their own 17. Sumbler will hand it off on the first play of the new drive and flattened in the backfield. Goes Latrey Miller. And Miller will check out of the game. They'll call it no gain. It'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Jaguars. One receiver to the left, 4 to the right of Sumbler. He's in the shotgun, empty backfield. Sumbler looking to throw. Pass is caught on the bubble screen, and then stumbling down to the 14-yard line after making the reception goes Dalen Rader. Loss of about 3. It'll bring up 3rd down and 13 yards to go for Heritage. as Cade Sumbler will get the play call from the near sideline. 3rd and 13 from the 14. 3 receivers set, 2 to the left, 1 to the right of Sumbler. He's in the gun. Sumbler, play fake, looking to throw. Under pressure, rolling, fires, pass is caught. And now they say incomplete at the 25-yard line. Intended target was Jay Wilkerson, who caught the touchdown to end the first half. 10:36 left to play here in the third. It'll be 4th down and 13 from their own 14 for Heritage, and the punting unit will come on. It'll be Calvin Duggins, the sophomore, coming on to punt it away. Carthage return man standing at the 39. Punt up and away. Short kick will go out of bounds. We'll see where they spot it. At about the 37-yard line, Carthage will start with excellent field position. 1st and 10 in Jaguar territory. With exactly 10.5 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. And now we'll see Kai Horton come back out to lead the offense. He had a touchdown pass in the first half, accounting for one of the 2 Carthage touchdowns. Trips to the right, 1 receiver to the near side. To the left of Horton, he's in the shotgun. Man in motion out of the backfield, Horton looking to throw. Pass is caught, coming out of the backfield and making it up to about the 34-yard line on the reception. I believe that was Cavante Brown-Hoskins.
What I'm trying to figure out is,
so after the reception by Brown-Hoskins, call it a gain of 4, maybe 5. They'll call it 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6 from the 34-yard line for Carthage. 2 receivers set, 1 to either side. Horton under center, single back behind him. Man in motion from the left to the right. Horton, toss play. On the carry and making it to the 33, maybe a gain of a yard. Goes Brown-Hoskins once again. They'll call it no gain at the 34 still. 3rd down and 6 for the Bulldogs. .15 and counting left here in this third quarter. Carthage leads by 10. On 3rd and 6, Kai Horton will be in the shotgun, 4 receiver set, 2 to either side. Horton takes a snap, looking to throw. Hit as he throws, pass is low and incomplete at the 29-yard line. Horton got absolutely lit up as he let go of the football. And it'll be 4th and 6 for Carthage. Likely just out of field goal range are the Bulldogs. And it looks like they will go for it, or at least Horton will stay out on the field. 1 receiver to the right, to the far side, trips to the left of Horton. And now play clock hits 10. 2 receivers to the right now, trips to the left. Horton will line up in the empty backfield, shotgun set, play clock at 3. Horton takes a snap, looking to throw on 4th and 6. Horton under pressure, gets out of a sack, steps up in the pocket, he will run. Horton fires, passes caught inside the 25. On the run, hitting the sideline out of bounds inside the 15, and a late flag flies in after the first down reception by Craig McNew. And we'll see what the penalty marker is for. Late hit out of bounds is the call against Heritage. Move the ball up to the 6-yard line. And it'll be 1st and goal for Carthage. Single back set for Horton, man in motion. Fake on the jet sweep, toss play, and taking it up the gut to about the 2 goes Mason Courtney. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 2 with 8:28 counting left in the 3rd for the Bulldogs. Horton will line up under center, no receivers out wide. The tailback is Mason Courtney, man in motion from the right to the left. Handoff, Courtney will attempt to punch it in from the 2. It looks like they'll mark him down at about the 1. May have gained a yard. Ben Eskins, the defensive tackle, making the stop for the Jaguars. They officially call it no gain. Back to the 2-yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal, 7:35 in counting left in the 3rd. On 3rd and goal from the 2, Horton under center. He'll look to the sideline for more signals. It appears it's going to be a quarterback sneak. Horton, it is a quarterback sneak. He'll plunge forward. Initial indication is that he was short. And it looks like they're going to mark him down at the 1. 4th and goal coming up for Carthage. So 4th and goal from the 1, 6:50 and counting left in the 3rd. Horton under center once again, looking ready for a quarterback sneak. Horton looks to the sideline. 4th and goal. Another quarterback sneak. Horton goes up and over for the touchdown. On 4th and goal, a 1-yard quarterback sneak by Kai Horton extends the Carthage lead. 23-7 Bulldogs. And now we'll see Brennan Phillips come on for the PAT. So far he's 2 for 2 and good from 24, 1 for 1 on field goals. Extra point from Phillips is up and good, and it's 24-7 Carthage. Following a touchdown run on the quarterback sneak by Kai Horton, Carthage leads it by 17. 6:28 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. You're listening and watching TexanLive.com. Back and ready to resume play here on TexanLive.com. Gavin Marich joining you from the Tomato Bowl in Jacksonville. Following the Carthage touchdown, it's 24-7 Bulldogs. Kickoff up and away from Medrano. Fair catch called for it about the 32. And that's where the Jaguars will start 1st and 10 in their own territory. The offense will come back out for Heritage. Split backfield, shotgun set, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Play fake. Sumbler dumps it off, pass is caught in the flat to the far side. And getting upended close to the sideline at the 25 goes Cullen Stone. Credit the tackle to the free safety, Javon King. Called a loss of 2 back to the 25. It'll bring up 2nd down and 12 for the Jaguars. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Sumbler in the gun. Handoff. Running forward is Cullen Stone. Up to the 29, gain of 4. Third and 7 from the 29-yard line for the Jaguars. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Sprint out pass rolling to the near side is Sumler. Throws. Pass is caught out of bounds at the 44-yard line. On the reception, Hayden Wigginton. .5:34 on the clock here in the third quarter. A new set of downs for Heritage. 1st and 10 from their own 44. 6 yards shy of midfield. Sumler in the gun, split backfield, 3 receiver set, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Sumler will deliver more signals to his line. Carthage showing blitz. Handoff. Running left side and getting brought down to the 49-yard line on the carry. Latrey Miller. Called a gain of 5. It'll bring up 2nd and 5 from their own 49-yard line for the Jaguars. Three receiver set, 2 to the right, 1 to the left for Sumler in the shotgun. 2nd and 5. Sumler will keep it, spinning his way to midfield across the 50 down to the 49-yard line into Carthage territory. Credit the tackle to number 84, Desmond Hicks of the Bulldog defense. It'll be 3rd down and 3 from the 49-yard line for Heritage. Four receiver set, 2 to either side. Sumler in the gun, tailback to his right. 4:15 and counting left in the third. Sumler looking to throw. Pass is caught down to the 42. On the reception, Jay Wilkerson. Move the chains and another 1st down for the Jaguars.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I remember when he did all that. Yeah.
1st and 10 from the 42 for the Jaguars. 4 receiver set, 2 to either side. Sumler in the gun. Tailback to his left. Sumler play fake looking to throw. Under pressure immediately. Rolling to the near side. Sumler will be brought down back at the 43. Loss of a yard, maybe 2. We'll credit the tackle to Jacavian Toole and Rayvon Ingram. That'll take us down to 3:05 and counting left here in the third quarter. Jaguars driving. They'll have a 2nd down and 11 from the Carthage 43-yard line. Trips to the left, 1 receiver to the near side, to the right of Sumler in the gun. Play fake, Sumler throws. Passes tipped and then caught down to the 35-yard line. Nearly picked off, but the reception made by Hayden Wigginton. Decent gain. It'll be 3rd down and 3. Ball spotted at the 35-yard line. 3 yards to go for the new set of downs for Sumler and his Jaguar offense. 4 receiver set, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Tailback motion over to the right side. That's Stone. Sumler option play. Speed option to the right, pitch out to Stone. Stone will be brought down at about the 33. And it looks like he's going to be about a yard shy of the first down marker. 1:40 and counting left here in the third quarter. And decision time now for Heritage head coach Lee Wigginton. Heritage will go for it. 4 receiver set, Sumbler in the gun. And the play clock hits 0, and the Jaguars able to call a timeout with 1:10 left here in the third. It'll be 4th and a yard from the 34-yard line when we come back here on TexanLive.com. Back and ready to resume play here on TexanLive.com. Gavin Moritz joining you from the Tomato Bowl in Jacksonville. It's 4th down and 1 from the 34-yard line for the Jaguars of Heritage High School. 1:10 left here in the third. It's 24-7 Carthage. Shotgun set for Sumbler. 4 receivers out wide on 4th and 1 looking to throw. Sumbler under pressure rolling. He'll heave it down the field. Incomplete. And the Heritage fans want a flag. They will not get one. As the play was broken up in the secondary by DeAndre Bowman. And Carthage will take over 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line. As we'll see Kai Horton come back out to lead the offense. Leading by 17, 1:03 remain here in the third quarter. Men in motion, 2 receivers to the near side. Strong eye formation. Horton, play fake, looking to throw. Throws, pass is low but caught down to the 43-yard line. Kel Williams, the senior, on the reception. And we're down to 56 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Clock will now resume running. 1st and 10 Bulldogs from the Jaguar 43. Ball is placed near hash mark. It'll be a single back set, 1 tailback behind Horton. 2 receivers to the far side to the right. Man in motion from the right to the left. Horton will hand it off. Stutter step. And breaking free inside the 35-yard line down to the 32 goes Mason Courtney, the junior running back. 25 seconds remain in the quarter. Good enough for another Carthage first down. Clock will now resume running. Time for maybe 1 or 2 more plays here in this third quarter. Although Carthage does not have to run another play if they do not want to, and it looks like they will elect to take their next play at the start of the fourth quarter. Down to 5 seconds as the teams will exit the field, and at the end of 3, your score, Carthage 24, Heritage 7. Stay tuned for the final quarter of regulation when we come back here on TexanLive.com. Back and ready to resume play here on TexanLive.com. Start of the fourth quarter. It's 1st and 10 Carthage from the Heritage 32-yard line. Handoff. And getting brought down behind the line is Mason Courtney. Credit the tackle for the Jaguars. It's number 30, Scott Ellis, the defensive tackle. Loss of a yard, it'll be 2nd and 11 from the 33. As the Bulldog offense, led by Kai Horton, will get the play call from the far sideline. Two receivers to the right, 1 to the left, Horton in the gun. Mason Courtney in the backfield to his left. Horton looking to throw. Pump fake. Horton heaves it towards the end zone. Incomplete. Intended target was Kel Williams. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 for the Bulldogs. 11:06 left to play in regulation. Ball placed at the 33-yard line of Heritage for the Carthage offense. Kai Horton has accounted for 2 of the Bulldogs' scores, the other coming on a rush by Kelvonte Dixon. Horton, 3-receiver set, man in motion out of the backfield. 3rd and 11, looking to throw. Horton under pressure. And he's brought down for the sack back at the 43-yard line. Making the play was D'Angelo Freeman for sack number 3 on the night. Back him up to the 42. It'll be 4th and long for the Bulldogs, as we're down to 10:35 and counting left here in quarter number 4. 4th down and 19. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the left of Horton, and he'll back up into punting formation. Horton boots it away. No return man back deep. It'll be fielded on the hop by Heritage. And he's brought down hard at the 22-yard line. So the Jaguars will start 1st and 10 from their own 22-yard line. Following the return by Greg Johnson. Cade Sumbler will come back out at quarterback. Man in motion from the left to the right. Handoff, it's a double pass. Looking to throw. Heave down the field and picked off by Carthage. Across the 30, has a convoy out in front of him. Brought down finally at the 10-yard line. Coming up with the interception, Mason Bobo. It was a handoff by Heritage and then a pass play. And Carthage comes up with the turnover. They'll place the ball at the 11-yard line, 1st and 10, Bulldogs, with 9:56 left to play. As Kai Horton will come back out at quarterback. Pistol set. Toss play, pass is complete to the far side. Down to about the 7-yard line on the reception goes Kelvonte Dixon. It'll bring up 2nd down and 6 from the 7-yard line for Carthage. 9.5 minutes and counting left here in regulation. Trips to the right. Horton will line up in the gun, and now a man motioned into the backfield. That's Jaden Thomas. To the right of Horton is Courtney. Handoff. Courtney bouncing it to the far side, and he'll duck out of bounds near the 5. We'll see where they spot him. Spot him out officially at the 5-yard line. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 4 for the Bulldogs. Three receiver set, 2 to the right, 1 to the left for Horton. Third and 4 from the 5, needing to get to the 1 for a 1st and goal. Horton bobbles the snap, rolling to his right. Horton will be brought down at the 10-yard line. Getting back there to make the stop for Heritage. A combination of Wyatt Thomas coming in on the outside linebacker blitz, and once again, D'Angelo Freeman. We'll spot the ball officially at the 9-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 8, and Carthage will go for it. Play clock down to 5 seconds, game clock at 8:21. And Carthage will use their first timeout here in the second half. 8:21 left to play. It'll be 4th and 8 from the 9 for Carthage when we come back here on TexanLive.com. Back and ready to resume play here on TexanLive.com. Gavin Moritz joining you from the Tomato Bowl in Jacksonville. Carthage leads at 24-7 here over the Heritage Jaguars. 8:21 left to play. It is 4th down and 8 from the 9-yard line. Needing to get to the 1 for a 1st and goal are the Bulldogs. Trips to the left, one receiver to the near side to the right of Horton. Horton will look to the sideline for more signals. The receiver to the right side is Kel Williams. $8:21 left to play here in regulation. Horton on 4th and 8 looking to throw. Dumps it off, pass is incomplete on the screen. He was looking for Mason Courtney. Credit the pass break up to Noah Gray, the middle linebacker for the Jaguars. So a turnover on downs. Heritage will start with a 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line, trailing by 17, 8:16 left to play. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. As we'll see Cade Sumbler come back out to lead the offense at quarterback. Trips to the right, one receiver to the left. Sumbler will keep it off the play fake, running to the near side. Sumbler will deck out of bounds across the 20-yard line to the 22. Cole Whitlock is the one that forced him out of bounds for the Carthage defense. And a late hit out of bounds is called against Carthage. And I believe they got Cole Whitlock, who forced him out of bounds on the late hit. Move him up to the 37-yard line, 1st and 10, Jaguars. 8:09 left to play. Heritage trails by 17. Sumbler in the gun, split backfield, 3 receiver set. Man in motion out of the backfield is Stone. Sumbler looking to throw. Under pressure, throws, passes high and incomplete to the near sideline. He was looking for Jay Wilkerson. 2nd and 10 coming up for Heritage. Ball play still at the 37-yard line. Jaguars in their own territory. 8:01 left in regulation. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the near side to the left of Sumbler. He's in the gun, split backfield. Sumbler, play fake, looking to throw. Pass is caught and then dropped at the 46-yard line. He was looking for Wilkerson once again. It went in and out of the hands of Wilkerson. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 10. 7:57 on the clock. Winner of this game will advance to play the winner of Lampasas and Liberty Hill, with that game being played tomorrow at 2 p.m. 4 receiver set, 2 to either side for Sumbler in the gun. 3rd and 10 from the 37. Sumbler, play fake, under pressure, rolling to the right. Sumbler will tuck and run across the 40 to the 45, out of bounds at the 49-yard line. And he'll have about 12 yards, only needed 10. So Sumbler moves the chains on the ground, keeps it himself. A yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10, Jaguars. 7:49 left to play. Three receiver set, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far. Sumbler in the gun. Looking to throw, Sumbler. Heaves it down the field. It is incomplete inside the 5-yard line. Overshot Wilkerson in double coverage. It'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 49-yard line for Heritage. .742 on the clock here in quarter number 4. As Kate Sumbler will get the play call from his sideline. It'll be a 3 receiver set, 2 to the near side. Sumbler, play fake, looking to throw. Under pressure, and he'll be brought down at the 44-yard line. Rayvon Ingram coming in on the middle linebacker blitz for sack number 3. So back him up to the 44-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and about 15 yards to go for Heritage. As we hit the 7-minute mark and counting, left to play. Down by 17. And now the Jaguars will be forced to burn their 2nd charge timeout. They have 1 remaining, 6:56 left to play. You're listening to and watching TexanLive.com. Back and ready to resume play here on TexanLive.com. Gavin Moritz joining you from the Tomato Bowl in Jacksonville. It's 3rd down and 15 from their own 44 for Heritage. Trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right of Sumbler. They'll take a snap, looking to throw. Bootleg to the near side. Sumbler throws down the sideline, overshoots his intended target and out of bounds. He was looking for Hayden Wigginton, the junior wide receiver, and it'll bring up 4th down and 15 with 6:49 left to play. Jaguars trailing by 17. They need to convert here. They have 1 timeout remaining as they use their 2nd charge timeout just before the last commercial break. Ball is placed at the far hash mark from their own 44. Sumbler will deliver the play call to his offense. 4 receiver set, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. 4th down and 15. Sumbler, play fake. Evades a sack. Sumbler still on his feet, now rolling to the near side. Sumbler fires. Pass is through the hands of Rayvon Ingram and incomplete. And Carthage will take over the Jaguar 44-yard line, 1st and 10, 6:37 left to play. Looking to churn out what's left of this clock, as the Jaguars can only stop it once more on their own.
Baby, you ready?
And Kai Horton will come back out to lead the offense. 1 receiver to either side, single back set. Tailback behind him is Mason Courtney. Man in motion from the left to the right. Horton will hand it off on the end around play and making it back to the line of scrimmage, maybe gaining a yard to the 43, goes Kelvonte Dixon. They'll say he did gain a yard up to the 43. It'll be 2nd down and 9 for Carthage. 6:15 and counting left in regulation. As we hit the 6-minute mark, clock is churning. Weak pistol set for Horton, one receiver to either side. Man in motion is the up back over to the right of Horton. It's now a strong pistol set. Handoff to Mason Courtney, who will advance to the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of about 3. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6 for the Bulldogs. 5.5 minutes and counting. Carthage looking to advance to the state semifinals. Ball placed at the 40-yard line, 3rd down and 6 for the Bulldogs. Play clock down to 10, game clock at 5:12. 2 receivers to the far side to the left of Horton. He's under center, single back set. Horton. Handoff, Courtney will spin his way to the 37. Call it a gain of 3. Clock will continue to run. It is now decision time for Carthage. As we're down to 4:45 and counting, it'll be 4th down and 3. Hurry up offense, I formation for Horton, 2 receivers to the left. Weak eye formation, Horton delivering the signals to his offense. Down to 4:20 and counting. 4th down and 3. Handoff, Mason Courtney. Should have enough for the 1st down to the 32. And they will give it to him. 1st down, Carthage. As we're down to 4:10 and counting. Bulldogs looking to burn out the clock. Head coach Scott Surratt looking to advance his team to the state semifinals. Once again, he's been at Carthage for 12 years, has a career record in 29 years of coaching, has 162 and only 28 losses. Handoff running inside the 30-yard line down to the 28, maybe the 27, goes Jaden Thomas. As we're down to 3.5 minutes and counting left to play. A couple more 1st downs should do it for Carthage. It'll bring up 2nd down and 6 following a gain of 4 on the 1st down run by Thomas. 3:15 on the clock and counting. Play clock at 20. Second down and 6 from the 28-yard line. Horton in the shotgun, split backfield, 1 receiver to the left, 1 to his right. Horton will hand it off. Stretch play to Jaden Thomas. Will be brought down behind the line. Back to about the 31-yard line, loss of 3. Clock is stopped with 2:52 left to play. Clock will now resume running down to 2:45 and counting. From the 32-yard line for Carthage, it'll be 3rd down and 10 yards to go. 2:35 on the clock and churning. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Horton in the shotgun. Horton, play fake. Pass is low and dropped on the screenplay. Looking for Kel Williams. And now on 4th and 10 from the 32 in Jaguar territory. Carthage will have to make another decision. 1 more 1st down could potentially end the game. Heritage needing a stop to keep their hopes alive. 2:22 on the game clock. Play clock is down to 10. So Horton will hurry his team up to the line. Play clock at 5. 3-receiver set. Horton in the gun. Horton looking to throw. Dumps it off. Pass is caught by Cavante Dixon. Will be brought down at the 35-yard line, and the Jaguars get the stop they desperately needed. 2:15 left to play. Heritage will take over. First and 10 at their own 35-yard line. One timeout remaining in the back pocket of Coach Wigginton. Heritage trails by 17. As Cade Sumler will come back out to lead the offense at quarterback. 3-receiver set, play fake, Sumler looking to throw. Has time, throws, picked off by Carthage. Across the 30-yard line, still going inside the 20 to the 15 and out of bounds near the 10-yard line. Goes the defensive end, Quentin Owens, the senior. Owens dropped back into coverage from his defensive end spot, comes up with a huge interception that could potentially seal it for the Bulldogs. And the interception for the Carthage Bulldogs will cap off a highly impressive defensive performance here tonight. 3 interceptions, 3 sacks by Rayvon Ingram, and only 7 points allowed. 2:01 left to play, and the Carthage offense will take the field. First and 10 from the 10-yard line, make it first and goal. Looking to burn out what's left of the clock. Heritage can only stop the ball once without any help. It'll be victory formation for Kai Horton, under center. Kneel down is taken at the 12. Clock will run down to 1:55 and counting. It'll be second and goal from the 12 as we're down to 1:40 and counting. Play clock at 25. Carthage need to run a couple more plays to end the ball game and advance to the state semifinals. Horton takes another kneel down, and he's hit hard after taking the kneel down by a Jaguar defender. As we hit the 1-minute mark and counting. From the 13-yard line, it'll be third and goal. And one more kneel down should do it. Play clock at 20, game clock at 50. Both are running. And one more kneel down will send Carthage to the next round. Horton under center, victory formation. Horton takes the kneel down, and that will do it. The Carthage Bulldogs are going to the state semifinals. With a 24-7 victory over Midlothian Heritage. As another state title quest for Carthage continues, your final score once again 24-7 Bulldogs. Your player of the game for Carthage, the middle linebacker number 6, Rayvon Ingram, who had 3 sacks coming in on a blitz. Once again, your final score 24-7. Carthage defeats Midlothian Heritage. A special thank you to everyone who made this production possible. General managers Jesse Wolf, manager back in the studio Russell Lambert, head coach and owner Burt Rocker, signing off from the Tomato Bowl in Jacksonville. I'm Gavin Moritz. Stay safe and good night, everyone.